Joe Biden is calling on Congress to break the deadlock on a relief bill for Americans hit by the pandemic. In a new interview, Mr. Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris also say they both plan to take a vaccine once Dr. Anthony Fauci says it's safe. Ed O'Keefe is following the transition in Wilmington, Delaware. Ed, what else is Mr. Biden planning?
Well, good morning, Anthony. As he prepares to take over, the president-elect says he's got a plan to drive down the rate of COVID-19 infection, and it involves wearing one of these.
On the first day I'm inaugurated to say I'm going to ask the public for 100 days to mask. Just 100 days.
As President-elect Joe Biden keeps pushing for Americans to wear masks, he also revealed that he had his first direct conversation with Dr. Anthony Fauci.
I asked him to stay on in the exact same role he's had for the past several presidents, and I asked him to be a chief medical advisor for me as well and be part of the COVID team.
And as millions of Americans are struggling economically, the president-elect publicly backed a roughly $900 billion bipartisan plan to provide economic relief.
I think it should be passed, and I think that, in fact, that we're going to need more. I'm going to have to ask for more help.
Right, when you get there. Okay.
When we get there.
On Thursday, transition aides met with members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus about ensuring Latinos are in the cabinet. And Mr. Biden says he's meeting next Tuesday with members of the NAACP. The president-elect pushed back against any criticism that his team isn't diverse enough, saying he's not done yet.
The first 8 members are the most diverse cabinet anyone in American history has ever announced. I'm going to keep my commitment that the administration, both in the White House and outside in the cabinet, is going to look like the country.
As President Trump reportedly continues to mull whether or not to pardon members of his family and other close associates, Mr. Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris said that under their watch, the Justice Department would have complete independence.
It should be based on the law. It should not be influenced by politics, period.
More than a month after Election Day, the president still refuses to concede. But Mr. Biden feels Mr. Trump should show up for his inauguration.
I really worry about the image we're presenting to the rest of the world. It's not the United States. So in that sense, the protocol of the transfer of power, I think, is important.
At least one more key Republican, Georgia Senator David Perdue, now appears to be acknowledging Mr. Biden's victory. The Washington Post has obtained video of him saying so. That's notable because the president is headed to Georgia tomorrow to campaign for Perdue and Senator Kelly Loeffler in their runoff election scheduled for January 5th. Meanwhile, here today in Delaware, President-elect Biden is set to talk about the final monthly jobs report of 2020. Gail?
All right, Ed, thank you very much.